What's going on, everyone, and welcome to the newest episode in my series dedicated to rising through the SR ranks on Overwatch. Today we cover yet another common area in competitive multiplayer gaming, and that is the presence of toxic people. With the influx of Smurf accounts, sometimes 3 or 4 for one person, the amount of players that jump into competitive just to mess around, try new things, or just to throw games for the sheer hell of it has increased dramatically, and this is a special issue on consoles where having an extra account doesn't actually cost anything extra like it does on PC. This isn't the only cause for toxicity in Overwatch though, or any other game for that matter. Everything from easily triggered teammates to teammates that believe only in the meta and nothing else, all the way to people that refuse to play as part of a team. I hope to cover most of it all in this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoy, and we'll get straight into it. Number 1 is the Hanzo main. This is more of a metaphor for the most obvious toxic issue in Overwatch. Teammates that refuse to play for the team are not only common, they're practically a plague up in the higher tiers of SR and in the lower reaches. Lower down, this can be blamed on lack of experience or awareness, but up high, sort of mid-tier master and up, SR becomes less valuable to those who inhabit this forgotten area. So picking your hero based on your team becomes far less interesting to them than, say, playing Hanzo or Widowmaker 24/7. Hanzo gets the brunt of the hate for fairly obvious reasons, but unfortunately if someone really wants to play a certain hero, there isn't going to be anything you can do to stop them aside from picking that same hero first. There are a couple of ways to handle it though. You can try messaging them, make it plain how you want to win and ask him to pick someone else. Or you can obviously flash the desired hero endlessly on the selection screen and of course melee them in spawn until they miraculously decide to switch to the Reinhardt that your team needs so badly. The other option that gets considered far less is this. If you and your teammates pick around him or her. Again, using him as an example, Hanzo is basically a DPS character, and one of the best in the right hands. So if you build a standard team of 2 DPS, 2 tank, 2 support, and then Hanzo takes up one of the DPS, and if they happen to at least be decent with Hanzo, then you'll probably have a pretty good time. Accepting that a teammate is going to pick who they want to play at the end of the day makes it that much easier to work with and maybe even complement with your own team choices. I've played with some damn good Hanzos in my time, and the same goes for every other character. Just have a little faith. Next up is the Troll. The Troll is a being that lives and breathes memes. Attacking Torb, cliff charges, spawn dragons, jump sniping widows, you name the meme, they probably do it. Most commonly seen inhabiting Smurf accounts, they are wily, often hilarious, but simultaneously irritating. Dealing with such a person is difficult, as usually no amount of messages will persuade them to stop their crazy antics, and in fact might just cause them to throw. Notice that I have differentiated trolls and throwers here. This is because the people in Overwatch that play to troll or just meme strats are more often than not extremely good at the game. I don't exactly know why this is, but I can't tell you the amount of times that I've won games with complete meme strat domination. That's what you have to realise here, is that trolls aren't there to ruin your day, they're just there to have a little fun with the game. Two completely different things. If you can permit yourself to sit back and relax, have a bit of fun, you might just find that you win a lot more games than you originally think. Number 3 is throwers. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said here. Throwers are the people that either want to downrank their account for any number of reasons, such as playing with lower ranked friends, or just to have an easier time with easier competition. Or they are the people that literally just don't care if they win or lose. Either way, it sucks. On PC, you can see great moments of community spirit, where teams have allowed draws to happen when members on either team decide to throw the game, usually out of pity, but you won't see that sort of camaraderie on console at all. Unfortunately, aside from a polite message or a friendly wallop in the spawn room, there isn't a lot you can do to change what's going to happen in that game. The team that has a thrower will nearly always lose, either down to a mismatched 5v6 situation or the tilting of other teammates. Accepting that is literally the only solution. People that throw games deliberately are some of the lowest on Overwatch and are basically the bane of those trying to climb SR. The best you can do is report them and hope that you never encounter them again. Number 4 is triggered teammates. Triggered teammates are the worst. You know the type, the ones that have an epileptic fit every time someone dies or wastes an hour or any other 1,000 potential causes. Usually these types of people are found much higher up than those needing to watch these videos, but a little prior warning always helps. As a result of triggering, I myself have overheard both sexist and racial abuse, various insults towards family members, several comments about leaving basements, and more, sometimes all in the same game. Having these kinds of teammates is a curse, as they will never be happy. They'll be whining about positioning, his KD, your KD, Blizzard's bad game design, the fact that basketball didn't go in, the fact that Roadhog is broken, etc, etc, etc. This can, and often will, result in full-on rage from that person, which only causes mild ear bleeding because these types of people always seem to have the shittest mics, don't they? The best you can hope for in a situation like this is that the person who is triggering all the time is actually pretty good regardless, so you can just quietly play the game and get on with it. I've heard a lot of people get triggered by the triggering, and as a result start to trade insults mid-game, and invariably this will end up in a loss due to just a simple drop in morale and effort. Just get on with the game, let him or her vent, and try to make the best of it. Getting angry at them is the worst thing you can do to solve it. Number 5 is the Meta Man. You know the one, that one guy that won't accept anything less than a Roadhog, Reinhardt, Ana, Mercy, Soldier, and Pharah team comp. The guy that starts having a seizure when he sees a Sombra or Bastion or an Orisa, or someone else that's not quite in the meta right now. Usual symptoms are repeated messages, general GBH in the spawn room, shooting you on the way out, and spamming thanks in the general chat. I've even seen people insta-quit when I've selected Sombra before. That is how bad it can get. The easiest way to deal with these people is just to prove them wrong. Play out of your skin, and if it doesn't work, switch. But be prepared for sarky messages and being accused of throwing on a regular basis. I really feel sorry for Torbjorn and Hanzo mains, because there's just no love for them anymore anywhere. Anyhow guys, that is going to be the last point in today's video. Hopefully it's been of some help. Toxic people are hard to deal with in Overwatch. Generally speaking, I give the same advice. Just don't let them get to you. Play the game and get on with it. The next video I will probably cover will be, I think it will be knowing the value of quick play, because a lot of people disregard quick play in Overwatch. But that is going to be the end of this particular video, so thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks to those who already have. Mine's been Dodge Gaming, you've all been awesome, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!
She got fucked up, son.
I got 99 problems, but a Pharah ain't one.
This to yourself. She looked at me and this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no